Yo, what is going on, man? If you are new to this channel, you just recently subscribed. I know we've been growing a little bit. I just want to first off start off this video by thanking y'all for subscribing because if you subscribe to me, man, I know that you're somewhat invested into what I have to say, and I really do appreciate that, man. I give all this knowledge and I share my stories to help you guys out on my way of developing myself, and I truly do appreciate all of y'all subscribing. Before we get into the before we get into the topic of today's video, man, I just wanted to quickly say if you guys have any ideas or suggestions of what you want me to talk about or like problems you guys are going through, leave it in the comments below. I want to try to interact with you guys more, try to help you guys out personally. So if you have something that you're going through when it comes to either fitness or when it comes to discipline or like mindset, just comment it below. I can definitely make a video about it. I'm gonna be uploading every single day. It doesn't hurt to have an extra couple ideas here and there, man. But with that being said, man, today's topic on what I wanted to talk about is the power of doing things that are difficult and making your life hard. Now, I'm sure anyone who's watching this video probably knows who David Goggins is, right? I remember I used to watch his stuff back in the day, man, and I kind of was in my head, I never understood the shit. This dude was doing some crazy ass shit. He was doing that fucking 24-hour, what was it, like marathon. He would do like some of the most insane and like borderline dangerous physical workouts that anyone had ever seen before. And I never got the point of it. I'm like, why would you do that, man? I get it if you want to run a marathon or something, but bro, this guy would constantly be putting himself through pain. And during my journey, man, what I realized was that the more difficult you can make your life, the more freedom you actually do have. And it sounds really weird, and trust me, like the regular human being won't get it. But to give you guys an example, I started working out twice a day. I do my cardio every single day. And I'm constantly trying to put myself in difficult situations. Like I only for the most part, unless it's the evening, I'll take a cold shower at the coldest setting, man, and just be like meditating. Like I try to keep like a straight face when that cold water hits me, man. Because there's something about just making your life so difficult, man. It actually gives you freedom, right? What I noticed from putting my life through a bunch of difficult tasks is that when even the little adversities that piss people off in today's world, it doesn't fucking affect me, man. So I literally see people complaining about traffic or getting mad about people going slow, and I'm literally thinking in my head, damn, bro, if you're really getting that upset about a motherfucking going slow or traffic, bro, like that's so fucking weak, man. Or like when people are complaining about the government, this is what has happened in the media, a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of the times these people don't have control over. And that's what I mean by it gives you a lot of freedom, man, because you're not one of these average people who just are constantly complaining and bitching and moaning, man. Like I'm telling you. And the reason I think that a lot of the reason why I think you do get this freedom from just putting yourself through constant difficulty throughout the day is that because you're constantly putting yourself through difficult tasks every single day, your mind is getting stronger to be able to handle more. So when those little things that normally piss off the average person come your way, you're not phased by it because mentally you've gone through way worse. And kind of like working out a muscle. Your mind is like a muscle. The more constant stress you put on it, right? It's like think of it like a bicep curl, right? More stress you're putting onto your brain, the stronger it becomes. And and when I look at the David Goggins shit now, it makes so much sense to me why this guy is such a fucking badass, bro. Because this guy is constantly putting himself through the most difficult shit throughout the fucking day, man. Imagine if you just had like his demeanor that nobody could fuck with you. Literally nothing could phase you. And he only built that by constantly putting himself through those crazy ass marathons, for example, that the average person is probably like, man, that's just fucking weird or stupid. But you don't understand it until you actually do it, man. Like, I'm telling you, discipline will always equal freedom. And how can you apply this in your life, man? I'll explain how I apply it in my life, but basically, any single time it starts off, I would first off start off with a little shit. Let's say if I notice in my head early in the morning when I'm tired, I'll make my bed later, I'll fucking go do it right away. You kind of have to like trying to beat up the bitch part of your brain by just not complying with it and doing the exact opposite. Or like if let's say I'm about to go to bed and I'm completely exhausted and I haven't brushed my teeth and I'm like, oh, I'll just brush it tomorrow morning. I'll immediately get up and brush my teeth. I'll put myself through difficult things such as taking cold showers, man. I'm telling you, the reason why I'm not saying cold showers change your life, but what I'm saying is that cold showers builds the mental resilience, man. If you consistently are taking them every single day, you're building mental resilience and making your brain stronger. Now it gets to the point where I get into that cold shower, I put it in the coldest setting, and I just take it like a G, right? Working out, you knew I was gonna say working out, man. Like this channel is based on fitness. Working out, constantly just trying to go to failure through every single set, man. That will definitely help you mentally, man. Working out just helps out with a lot of shit, to be honest. But definitely, when it comes to putting yourself through resistance, working out is a good way to get your mind stronger. Cardio, man, I know what everyone is like when it comes to cardio in the fitness industry or the fitness community. A lot of people don't like it, but cardio is so freeing, man. The first 5 to 10 minutes suck, but afterwards, the endorphins that run through your brain, if it's like a high, man. Cardio is great because you initially it sucks, but it ultimately feels amazing after. Controlling what you eat is another form of putting yourself through difficult circumstances because you have to realize being able to control what you eat. I know this sounds insane, but most people can't do it. Like I would be like even me, man. There's sometimes I'll even slip up here and there, and it's because controlling what you eat is the highest form or one of the highest form of self-discipline because you have to understand that if people could actually control what we eat in North America, we would not have obesity or like fat epidemic fat epidemic. Fuck, I don't even know if I said that word right. You guys can clown me in the comments if I didn't. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like every 2/3 of people in North America are considered fat and overweight, and we live in a country that is probably like Canada and U.S. are some of the most wealthy. Like not maybe like Canada, but the U.S. is definitely one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and the standard of living is amazing in both Canada and America. If we're comparing it to third world countries, for example, I know there's gonna be people who are like, "Oh, Canada, shit, it's shit." Justin Trudeau, this, and this. But what I'm trying to get across is that most people, when they have all the abundant resources around them, cannot control what they eat. It's insane, right? So being able to control what you eat, man, that's a form of putting yourself through difficult circumstances because a lot of the times your cravings will kick in, man. Like you want that donut, you want to have that cookie. You want to, just devour the leftovers, the leftover fast food from last night. All right? And like I mentioned, man, it's just doing the small things throughout your day to make things a little bit more difficult. Like sometimes I don't feel like hitting my second workout, but I'll just still hit it regardless because I know that because I don't want to do it and it feels really difficult, it's ultimately just going to give me a stronger it's ultimately going to give me stronger discipline. So I know I've been rambling for a bit, but what you can get from today's video, man, is that putting yourself through difficult situations all throughout your day gives you more freedom to actually feel more inner peace and truly have a sharp mind. The reason why is because when you're constantly putting yourself through stressful situations or things that most people consider difficult, when the little adversities that your everyday life that hit you in your everyday life happen, it's not really a big issue and you're not tripping about it, especially if it's things you can't control. The reason why that's great, man, is because you really do get that inner peace and freedom of just having nobody or nothing that could fuck with you. And if you can walk around with that type of aura, man, I'm telling you, it just it hits way different, man. Your life in your life, man, it'll hit way fucking different. But with that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I mentioned, if you guys have any suggestions or topics of what you want me to talk about next, leave it in the comments below. If this is your first time watching, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, man. Other than that, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.